Hello, my name is Tashambi Basemore and I am a master's student with Spalding University. The presentation that I am about to present to you is right now on ETL 630, Supervision and Instructional Leadership. The great thing that stands out the most about this class is that it actually can help you get prepared to step into the role of leadership following with supervision. The great thing about a book and a class such as this is that it helps supervisors grow in instructional leadership, personal and staff development, and can act as a map for anyone that is interested in becoming an administrator.
Well, there's many great things about being an administrator. One is I really like working with our teachers. So I have great respect for what our teachers do every day. So if I can be a support or resource for them, I really like that. Second thing is I just really enjoy that my job is different every day. There's a different sort of challenge, but I like that. So I may have a day where I'm working more with students, a day where I'm working more with teachers, a day where there's more athletics involved. So there's always a change to my day. The third thing is I like being able to represent our school community. Like today I met with the Fern Creek Women's Club and I was able to talk about some of the work that we're doing here at school. So I like to be able to go out and spread the good news about what's happening at our school.
In the first 5 chapters, there is a lot of reading on what it takes to have effective teaching with your school culture. This can be tied to your school culture belief, and it is also breaking down that your culture of belief in education will depend heavily on who you believe in yourself as a teacher.
3 of the qualities that I think are great about being an administrator is the first one is I get to work with a lot of different kids that I wouldn't normally get to see in the classroom, so I get to know a lot of them personally, get to know a lot of their parents, so that's different than when I was a classroom teacher. The other thing is I get to see a lot of growth in young people who maybe spent a lot of time in my office their freshman year, and as they get to be juniors and seniors, I get to see the growth that they've become, the young men and women they've become. And then the other thing is that I get to use them to work with some of my younger kids to help mentor them to be better because they can relate to where they came from.
One of the big highlights of the book is dynamic schools. Dynamic schools are schools that have a staff that has a cause that is more than just themselves. Also schools that possess the capacity for continuous change to meet the evolving needs of students. In order to reach certain levels, schools have to have a positive learning climate. This includes a number of characteristics that include safe environment, good relationships, and sense of empowerment. The next chapters of the book can be described as the importance of knowing yourself when it comes to the behaviors that we exhibit as supervisors. This is where the phrase cognitive dissonance is thrown around in the picture. As supervisors, we have to be honest with ourselves as where we are in our career, and at the same time, we must be able to accept the fact that we may not be as accepting to others as we think we present ourselves. So for me personally, I believe that cognitive dissonance is not a bad thing, and I think about it in a reversible state. Cognitive dissonance should never be looked at as in the negative when you are a supervisor. There are certain characteristics that this book has taught me that you need to have in order to be a great administrator. The first thing was that administrators should always be trying to improve teaching and learning and pushing for better professional development. Administrators must be experts in assessment and student growth. Number 3, administrators must be the ones who are pushing for partnerships among the community. This can include parents and business support. So after participating in ETL 630, the question still remains, do I think of myself as an administrator? There are administrative roles that are done on a daily basis that teachers still have to perform even though they're not considered administrators. For me personally, I don't want to leave the classroom just yet, but there is a possibility of in the future that I may actually go ahead and take up that offer. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. My name is Tashambi Basemore. Thank you very much.